Well, folks, we're heading to the final weekend of the Premier League in England, and it's all going to come down to the wire for some sides. As it turns out, most of the interest, of course, has been in the relegation battle. Southampton's victory during the week seems to have assured them safety, but there's still a few other balls in the air, particularly with Swansea and Huddersfield. And it's the Huddersfield Town and Arsenal fixture on Sunday that catches my eye. And I think that Huddersfield is a case of needs must. They've struggled all season to score, but Arsenal have been dreadful on the road. So here's an opportunity for Huddersfield to ensure that they actually finish safely in the Premier League if they can get a home victory against Arsenal. So let's have a look at some of the stats, shall we, and see if we can come up with a prediction, a confident prediction for our chosen game of the week. So Huddersfield at home, Arsenal away. Huddersfield have played 18 times at home this season. They've won 6, which is not great. They've drawn 5 and they've lost 7. So it's fairly moderate form, and it's why they are where they are on the league. But that's not the key to our prediction. It's the fact that Arsenal have played 17 matches away. This is the famous and mighty Arsenal, and they've only won 3 of those matches. So that's a really poor return for a champion side like Arsenal. They've scored 3 away victories the whole season. They've managed only 4 draws, marginally better, and they've actually been beaten 10 times. So they've got dreadful away form, and this is a chance for Huddersfield. Head-to-head is fascinating reading because you have to go back, believe it or not, to 1971. 1971 to see the last time Huddersfield hosted Arsenal in the Premier League. So this is a return leg that is for this season, but of course before that Huddersfield weren't in the top flight. So what happened in 1971? Well, the last time they met, which was in August of that year, Huddersfield were beaten 1-0 at home. In 1971, the previous year, which would have been in the previous log year, which was in January, they actually beat Arsenal 2-1 at home. And then you have to go all the way back before that to 1956 when Huddersfield hosted Arsenal. So you can argue really there's not that much current form, 1971 and 1956 not being current form. So I'm going to throw that out the window. I'm going to suggest that Huddersfield, who, yes, they have battled to score goals, might just have more fight in them at home, and Arsenal's away form is not very good. They have nothing to play for, of course. They've got their Europa League position, and they're not going to finish top 4. So I'm going for Huddersfield to win 1-0. That's my prediction. Huddersfield to upset the apple cart in the game of the week. Enjoy.